Listen to me, your excuses are the chains holding you back from the life you deserve. You say you want success, but do your actions match your words? Do you wake up early, push yourself harder, and take full ownership of your life? Or do you tell yourself stories? Stories about why you can't, why it's too hard, why you'll do it tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow is a liar. Tomorrow steals your dreams, and excuses are its weapon. If you want to win, you must rip those excuses apart and take action now. Excuses are the chains that hold you back. They wrap around your potential, suffocating your dreams before they ever have a chance to breathe. Every time you make an excuse, you add another link to that chain. You lock yourself in place, watching from the sidelines as others move forward. You tell yourself, I don't have the time. You convince yourself, I don't have the resources. You whisper, it's just not the right moment. But let me tell you something. There is never a perfect time. There is never a flawless moment when everything lines up just right and success falls into your lap. That's a fantasy, a lie we tell ourselves to feel better about standing still. The real problem isn't your lack of time. It isn't your lack of resources. It isn't even your circumstances. The problem is the excuses you've been feeding yourself, the justifications you use to explain why you're not where you want to be. You say you want success, but do your actions match your words? Are you pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone? Are you sacrificing, grinding, and committing at a level that guarantees results? Or are you looking for reasons to stay the same? Excuses are seductive. They comfort you. They tell you that you're not responsible for where you are. They allow you to blame your past, your upbringing, your situation. But the truth, excuses steal your future. They rob you of your potential. They keep you stuck in the same cycle of frustration, regret, and disappointment. And the longer you entertain them, the harder they are to break. You have to decide, are you willing to let go of the excuses that have defined your life up until this moment? Are you ready to take responsibility no matter how uncomfortable it feels? Because that's what it takes. No more I'll start tomorrow. No more I just need a little more time. No more waiting for the perfect conditions. Success is never given, and it sure as hell doesn't wait for you to be ready. It rewards those who step up, who push past their fears, who take action even when every part of them wants to hesitate. You weren't put here to make excuses. You weren't created to play small, to sit on the sidelines watching others live the life you dream of. You were built to rise, to overcome, to break free from the chains you've wrapped around yourself. And it starts the moment you decide, no more excuses, not today, not ever. Tomorrow is a liar. It whispers to you, telling you there's plenty of time. It convinces you that waiting is harmless, that delaying your dreams just one more day won't make a difference. But tomorrow is the greatest thief of all. It steals your time. It steals your opportunities. It steals the life you could have had if only you had acted today. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many goals have you pushed back, waiting for the perfect moment? How many dreams have you let slip away, buried under the weight of hesitation? You tell yourself you need more time, more resources, more energy. You tell yourself you'll do it when you feel ready. But let me tell you something, you will never feel ready. You will never wake up one day magically free of fear, free of doubt, free of resistance. If you keep waiting for the right moment, you will wait forever. Procrastination is the silent killer of ambition. It doesn't attack you all at once. It works slowly, convincing you that you're being smart, that you're preparing, that you're thinking things through. But in reality, it's just fear in disguise, fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of stepping into the unknown. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. Because every day you delay is another day you reinforce the habit of waiting. Another day you allow doubt to grow. Another day you let your dreams slip further away. Success belongs to those who take action, not to those who wait for the stars to align. The people you admire, the ones who have built the life you want, they didn't wait. They moved, they started when they didn't feel ready. They pushed forward even when fear screamed at them to stop. They understood something most people never learn. Tomorrow is an illusion. It is a comfortable lie designed to keep you where you are. But the truth is the only time you have is now, not next week, not next year, not when you have more time or feel more motivated. Now, this moment. this second, because the future is not promised, because opportunities do not wait, because life does not slow down for those who hesitate. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop lying to yourself, telling yourself you'll do it later. Later is a lie. Later is a dream killer. Later is the excuse that keeps you stuck. What you do right now will determine where you end up. Not your plans, not your intentions, not your wishes, your actions. So act now. Move now. Take the first step now, because tomorrow is a liar. And if you keep listening to it, you will wake up one day and realize that tomorrow never came. No one cares about your excuses. The world doesn't stop because you had a bad day. It doesn't slow down because you're tired, because you're overwhelmed, because things didn't go the way you planned. The world keeps moving. And it rewards those who show up, put in the work, and make things happen. It doesn't matter why you couldn't do it. It doesn't matter how hard it was. It doesn't matter what obstacles stood in your way. All that matters is, did you get it done? Did you push through? Did you find a way? Or did you stop at the first sign of difficulty and tell yourself a story about why it wasn't possible? You can have excuses or you can have results, but you can't have both. Some people spend their entire lives justifying their failures. They explain why things didn't work out, why life was unfair, why they never got their big break. And while they're talking, someone else is out there winning. Someone else is out there grinding, sacrificing, refusing to accept anything less than success. And that person, that's the person the world rewards. Because the world doesn't care how hard it was. It doesn't care how many times you tried and failed. It doesn't care about the challenges you faced along the way. It cares about what you produced, what you built, what you made happen. If you want success, you have to let go of the idea that your excuses matter. You have to stop seeking sympathy for why you haven't taken action. You have to stop expecting life to reward you for effort instead of execution. Effort is important, but effort alone means nothing without results. You don't get paid for trying. You don't get recognized for almost making it happen. You don't get rewarded for thinking about it, planning for it, hoping for it. You get rewarded for what you do, for what you accomplish, for what you bring to the table that works. You can tell yourself all the reasons why you couldn't do it, but at the end of the day, those reasons won't pay your bills. They won't build your legacy. They won't change your life. Only results will. And results don't come from excuses. They come from action. They come from discipline. They come from showing up every single day, no matter what. So stop looking for sympathy. Stop waiting for someone to understand why it's been so hard for you, because the truth is, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to stop what they're doing to make your dreams come true. It's on you. It always has been. So drop the excuses, drop the justifications, drop the stories that keep you small, and do what needs to be done. Because in the end, the world only rewards one thing: results. Burn your excuses, set them on fire, and watch them turn to ash. Every reason, every justification, every story you tell yourself about why you can't, destroy them, because as long as you hold on to them, you will stay exactly where you are. Excuses are nothing more than lies you sell yourself to feel comfortable. They are a way to avoid responsibility, a way to stay in your comfort zone, a way to protect yourself from the fear of failure. But that protection comes at a cost. It costs you growth. It costs you opportunity. It costs you the life you could have had if only you had decided to take action instead of making excuses. So enough. Enough telling yourself you're not ready. Enough convincing yourself that you don't have what it takes. Enough waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect situation, the perfect plan. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And right now you have a choice. You can keep making excuses, or you can get up and do something about it. You can keep complaining about how unfair life is, or you can take control and change it. You can keep waiting for motivation, or you can build the discipline to act without it. Because here's the truth. Nobody is stopping you but you. It's not your circumstances. It's not your past. It's not the people around you. It's you and the limits you've placed on yourself. And the moment you decide to burn those limits, everything changes. The moment you stop saying, I can't, and start saying, I must, you step into your power. Because success doesn't come from waiting. It doesn't come from wishing. It doesn't come from hoping things will magically change. It comes from action, from waking up every day and doing what needs to be done no matter what. No more excuses, no more delays, no more talking about what you're going to do. Do it now. Not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel like it, right now. Because every second you wait, you lose. Every excuse you make, you fall further behind. Every moment you hesitate, someone else is taking the action you should be taking. So burn your excuses. Burn every limitation, every doubt, every fear holding you back, and replace it with action, because action is the only thing that will move you forward. Action is the only thing that will change your life. And action is the only thing that separates those who succeed from those who spend their lives wondering, what if? Take radical ownership of your life. No more blaming, no more excuses, no more pointing fingers at your past, your parents, your boss, the economy, or anything else outside of you. Because the moment you blame something or someone else, you give away your power. You make yourself weak. You tell yourself that your life is controlled by forces beyond your reach. And as long as you believe that, you will never change. You will never grow. You will never step into the person you were meant to be. Blaming is easy. It's comfortable. It lets you off the hook. It gives you a reason to stay the same. But if you want to win, if you want to succeed, if you want to become unstoppable, you have to own everything. Not just your victories, not just your strengths. Everything, your mistakes, your failures, your setbacks, your weaknesses, all of it. Because when you take full responsibility, you take back control. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You stop expecting circumstances to change. You stop hoping for things to get easier. Instead, you decide that no matter what happens, no matter what obstacles come your way, you will find a way. You will do what it takes. You will adapt. You will overcome. That is what ownership is. It's the mindset of leaders. It's the mindset of champions. It's the mindset of those who refuse to be victims of their past and instead become the architects of their future. So if your life isn't where you want it to be, don't look outside, look within. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Ask yourself, what can I do right now to change it? Because the answer is always the same. It's on you. Your success is on you. Your happiness is on you. Your future's on you. Nobody else is responsible for where you end up. And that's not a burden, it's a gift. Because if it's on you, that means you have the power to change, the power to improve, the power to rewrite your story. But you can't do that if you're still blaming, still making excuses, still looking for someone to blame. Drop the blame, drop the victim mentality, drop the idea that life is happening to you instead of because of you. Own your choices, own your habits, own your results. And when you do, something shifts. You stop feeling powerless. You stop waiting. You stop hesitating because you finally understand that everything you need to succeed has been inside you all along. You just have to take ownership of it. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. You've been told to wait until you feel inspired, to wait until you feel motivated, to wait until the perfect moment when everything lines up just right. But that moment never comes because motivation doesn't come before action, it comes after. You don't get motivated and then start. You start and then motivation kicks in. Most people never take that first step. They sit around waiting for some magical spark, waiting to feel ready. And because they never feel ready, they never move. They waste time. They watch other people succeed. They convince themselves that something is missing, that they need more preparation, more confidence, more clarity. But the truth is, all they need to do is act, move, start. Because action is what creates clarity. Action is what builds confidence. Action is what fuels motivation. When you move, your mind wakes up. When you take that first step, momentum kicks in. And once momentum starts, everything changes. The hardest part is always the beginning, the first step, the first workout, the first page of a book, the first awkward attempt at something new. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. It's not perfect. But it doesn't have to be. Perfection is not required. Movement is. Because once you start, something shifts. Your brain stops resisting. Your body stops hesitating. And suddenly the thing you were avoiding doesn't seem so impossible anymore. You begin to want to do it. You begin to want to keep going. Motivation shows up when you prove to yourself that you're serious. It rewards action, not hesitation. So stop waiting. Stop thinking. Stop planning every little detail before you take a single step. Start. Now, not later, not tomorrow, not when you feel like it. Now, because the only way to get motivated is to take action first. And once you do, motivation will follow. Operate on discipline, not feelings. Feelings are unreliable. One day you feel inspired, the next day you don't. One moment you're excited, the next you're tired, distracted, unmotivated. If you let your feelings dictate your actions, you'll never be consistent. You'll only show up when it's easy. You'll only put in effort when you feel like it. And that's not how success works. Success is built on discipline. It's built on doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's built on showing up every single day, not just when it's convenient. Because anyone can work hard when they're motivated. Anyone can push through when things are exciting, when the energy is high. But what about the days when you don't feel like it? What about the days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when the results aren't showing yet? Those are the days that define you. Those are the moments that separate the winners from the quitters. Because the ones who win are the ones who show up no matter what. They don't ask themselves, do I feel like it today? They just do it. They wake up early even when they're tired. They go to the gym even when they don't want to. They put in the work even when no one is watching, because they know discipline is the foundation of success. Discipline builds habits. Habits create consistency, and consistency creates results. It's about massive effort in short bursts. It's about daily, disciplined action over time, day after day, week after week, month after month, even when it's boring, even when it's exhausting, even when there's no immediate reward. Because real success isn't built overnight. It's built in the moments when no one is watching. It's built in the struggle, in the grind, in the discipline to keep going when everything inside you wants to stop. So stop relying on your feelings. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop hoping you'll feel like it tomorrow. Move now, commit now, be disciplined now, because feelings come and go. But discipline stays, and discipline is what will make you unstoppable. Winners refuse mediocrity. They don't accept good enough. They don't settle for average. They don't look around at what everyone else is doing and decide to blend in. They push harder. They demand more from themselves. They set higher standards and refuse to lower them for comfort, convenience, or approval, because the top achievers didn't get there by accident. They didn't wake up one day and suddenly find themselves at the top. They fought for it. They sacrificed for it. They put in the hours, the discipline, the relentless effort when no one else was watching. They weren't interested in being like everybody else. They were obsessed with being the best. And if you want to win, you need to develop that same obsession. You need to stop settling, stop making peace with average, stop accepting less than what you are capable of, because mediocrity is a disease. It spreads when you start making excuses. It takes over when you start choosing comfort over challenge. It wins when you tell yourself this is fine, when deep down you know you are meant for more. But here's the truth. Nobody is going to demand greatness from you. Nobody is going to force you to push beyond average. It has to come from you. It has to be a decision to rise, a decision to step up, a decision to refuse to live a life that is anything less than extraordinary. Because the ones who win are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who pushed when they didn't have to, the ones who stayed late, the ones who trained harder, the ones who refused to quit when others walked away. They made a choice to demand more from themselves, a choice to never settle, a choice to become unstoppable, and now it's your turn. You can choose to stay where you are. You can choose to live like everyone else, comfortable, predictable, and stuck in mediocrity, or you can choose to rise, to go after more, to demand excellence from yourself every single day, because winners don't settle, and neither should you. Ask yourself the hard question. Are you truly ready to commit? Not just talk about it, not just dream about it, not just wish for it, but actually commit. Commit to showing up every single day. Commit to pushing through the resistance, the doubt, the discomfort. Commit to doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Because commitment is not a feeling, it's a decision. A decision to stop making excuses. A decision to stop waiting for the perfect time. A decision to stop telling yourself the same old story about why you can't. Because if you're still making excuses, you're not committed. If you're still looking for reasons why it won't work, you're not committed. If you're still blaming circumstances, people, or bad luck, you're not committed. Commitment means taking full responsibility. It means owning your choices, your actions, your results. It means no more blaming, no more waiting, no more negotiating with yourself. It means burning the bridges to every excuse you've ever made. Because excuses feel safe. Excuses give you an out. Excuses let you off the hook, but they also keep you stuck. They keep you in the same place, living the same life with the same regrets. And the only way to break free is to commit fully, not halfway, not when it's easy, not when it's convenient, fully. That means showing up when you're tired. That means putting in the work when nobody is clapping for you. That means doing it even when you don't feel motivated, because motivation fades. Discipline lasts. Commitment lasts. And the moment you truly commit, something shifts. The excuses disappear. The doubts lose their power because now there is no other option, no backup plan, no escape route, just one path forward. So ask yourself again, are you ready? Not just to start, but to stay the course. Not just to try, but to do whatever it takes. Not just to want it, but to prove it through action. Because if you're truly ready, then there is only one thing left to do. Commit and never look back. Make the decision, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, right now, because your future depends on it. Every day you hesitate, every moment you wait, you're stealing from yourself, stealing time, stealing progress, stealing the life you could have if only you had the courage to step up. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more talking about what you're going to do someday. Someday is a lie. Someday never comes. All you have is now. And now is the time to take control. You have a choice to rise or stay the same, a choice to push forward or fall back into comfort, a choice to step up or keep making excuses. Excuses feel safe. They protect you from discomfort. They give you an easy way out, but they also keep you stuck. They keep you weak. They keep you living a life far below your potential. Burn the excuses, set them on fire, and watch them disappear. You don't need them. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need permission. You just need to decide. Decide that you will no longer be held back by fear. Decide that you will no longer wait for the perfect time. Decide that you are in control of your own future because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do it for you. Your success, your dreams, your goals, they're on you. And that's a good thing because that means you have the power to change, the power to grow, the power to become the person you were meant to be. But first you must step up. Step up when it's hard. Step up when you don't feel like it. Step up when the world tells you to settle because winners don't settle. Winners don't wait. Winners don't let excuses dictate their future. They take control. They make the decision and they never look back. So now the choice is yours. You can keep waiting, keep making excuses, keep living the same story day after day, year after year, or you can decide right here, right now, that this is the moment everything changes, that this is the moment you take control. No more hesitation, no more doubt, no more settling for less than you are capable of, because your future is not something you wait for. It's something you create. Step up, take action, make the decision, and never look back.